Welcome back. Welcome back. It's officially NBA season. We are fucking pumped. And you know what NBA season means. Matt's Tears. The best segment on YouTube. It feels really good to be back. A little bit of a different look. I know this thumbnail is the same, but a little bit of a different look from years past, but still same tears, same tears. And if you enjoy this, please drop a like because this takes a while. But starting at the bottom, Rutgers and Duke. Rutgers and Duke. These three teams are going to probably be the top three picks in the draft. You should be watching a lot of Rutgers and Duke games this year. Focus on Ace Bailey and Cooper Flagg. Hope you get in that top two. And honestly, Dylan Harper at 3 is probably a good pick either way too. But we have the Wizards, the Nets, and the Blazers. Find your 3. I have a rule where you find 3 guys if you're rebuilding on your team that you want to build around and keep on your team relatively long term for at least the next 3 years. Rule of 3s, basically. I think the Raptors need to find out who those guys are. I think Scotty Barnes is a lock. I think RJ Barrett and IQ could be there, but you got to find those other guys. Pistons, Cade is obviously there. Is Jaden Ivey one of those guys? I think Jalen Duren's there. Same thing with the Jazz. Larry Markkanen's one of them. Keontae George is probably one of them, but we need to find those 3 throughout the course of the season. It's going to be really, really important. Checklist. I have my checklist of teams that are set rebuilding, that are moving in the right direction or the wrong direction. You need to check some things off. Every one of these teams, to me, has a guy that I think you can actually remotely build around. And Trae Young and Kobe White and then LaMelo Ball / Brandon Miller. I think you need a second guy. I think all these teams possibly have that in either Lonzo or Josh Giddey or Jalen Johnson or Brandon Miller LaMelo. One of the two.
Lonzo way better than Josh Giddey.
Huh?
Lonzo is way better than Josh Giddey. Just toss
Agreed. But I'm just saying they have a second guy that I think they need. That's the next tier. They already have their 3, I think, but they need to find that clear top 2 or try and get a top 2 that's really formidable to really move to that next tier of team. But that's the Hawks, Bulls, and Hornets. Failure. I'm so done with the Clippers. I was going to put them higher. They're done. I mean, you traded for Paul George. You signed Kawhi. Just one of those experiments that, for me, the whole thing was to get out from under the Lakers' shadow by making those moves. 1, the Lakers won a chip in that time. 2, you have this new stadium and you're trying to draw everyone there. Kawhi's already out before the season even starts. James Harden's your best player, probably going to request a trade 2 months in. And now you have this new stadium and you want to draw ticket sales. It's going to be kind of hard if you don't have the 2 guys you traded for or signed, whatever. Just flat out failure by the Clippers. Fucking disgusting, honestly.
Whoa.
League Pass. I don't think these teams are going to be that good, but they're going to be my League Pass teams. I'm going to watch these teams a lot. That's just how it is. They're going to be a League Pass watch for me, probably. And if they gave stats out for that, they'll probably be in my top 5, honestly, because they're going to be fun to watch. But that's the Warriors and the Spurs. Roulette. For me, this is literally spinning the roulette wheel. It's red or black, and then with the off chance of green and them being like ungodly good or bad. That's the Heat, Pelicans, Kings, and Rockets. Like, I think all these teams we can see as a top 5 seed in their respective conferences. I could also see them all missing the play-in. Like, that's just where these teams are to me. I'm not really sure. Like, does DeMar DeRozan make that much of a difference for the Kings? Is the Rockets' young core going to develop enough? Is Herb Jones at the 5 the answer? I don't think so, but we'll see. And Miami, they're just Miami. They always are weird in the regular season. Any given Sunday, I think these teams are really good, can beat anyone, but I also think they can lose to anyone any given night. Like, they're all really talented. They all could eventually maybe compete for a title. I just don't think that they're there yet consistently enough, but they could beat anyone on any given day. That's my thought process with the Suns, Lakers, and Pacers. I hate it. I had to put them up here because I do think they'll be okay. I hate the Bucks this year. I think they're going to be awful for their standard. I think they're just going to be like, I like Giannis a lot. Dame is cool. I just can't imagine Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers on the same coaching staff. I mean, there's just no way that ends well. 0% chance.
2 massive losers.
Like, this team could legitimately be in the play, and that might be my hot take. Even though we did a hot takes video, go check that out. But this team has the potential to really fail, in my opinion. On the other hand, I love these teams. I love it. The Cavs, Grizzlies, and Magic are going to be fun teams. The Magic might not be the most visibly fun team to watch ever, but they're going to win games this year, man. The Magic are one of those teams that I'm like, okay, they're going to take a jump this year, and they did last year, but they're going to take another one this year that I think is going to put them in that same stratosphere as a Sixers Cavs area. Where like they even took the Cavs 7 games last year. Like this team is really good. I think KCP is one of the most underrated signings of the entire offseason. And then the Grizzlies, they're going to be healthy, hopefully, because I'm as high on the Grizzlies as anyone. And the Cavs, I think that they're just going to be a really good team.
You see what they paid Suggs?
No, I actually didn't. I was
50 burger. 50 burger.
A year?
No, I think it was the contract. It was over
50 total? No way.
It might have been 50 a year, to be honest. Continue.
Okay.
Gonna have to look into that.
This is reverse moon landing. These teams normally took one step forward off the thing. I'm taking one step back on these teams. I think they're both going to be really good. Don't get me wrong. They're still in that top 6 team in the NBA for me. Top 6, 7. But I just can't see this as being the Western Conference Finals again. I just can't. And the Mavericks, I hate the Klay Thompson signing. I just do. I really do. And then the Wolves, I don't like Cat had to go. I don't like what you got in return, if that makes sense. I would have liked some younger pieces there, but we'll see. Costco guys. Boom. To me, you either love or hate this team. There's no in between. This Sixers team it's going to be good. I don't think that's up for debate, but most people, national media, fans, whatever, are either going to love the Sixers this year or hate them. And that's how it's always been. That's how it's continued to be. And that's the same thing with the Costco guys.
Sweet comp.
Lot of questions about these two teams. Mostly just simple questions that I think will be answered in a positive direction for them. But it's just one of those things where the Knicks and Nuggets, I don't think they're that top class anymore in the conference, but I think they have a chance to. And if they can answer my questions, then they'll be right there with these two next teams. And don't make me wait. We have to wait till January 5th to see these two teams play. I want to see it. I wish it was day one. Like, I'm so excited to watch these two teams play. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, that's week 1 of Matt's Tiers. This took a while. So if you made it this far, like and subscribe. And as we do every week, Finn and Slim each get to move one team up or down. We'll start with Finn this week, and we'll go to Slim next week. But Finn,
love that I'm getting love out of the gate. Huge. I'm getting love right out of the gate. Immediately.
Also, side note: that might have been the longest Tiers run through I've ever done.
Kids fired up, and what a great job he did on the visual aspect. Another, as usual, this is to be expected, but another great job with the rankings. It's always going to be a tough move when Matt's putting the tiers together / the council. I do see two things that jump off the page immediately. I have to be honest.
Okay.
Me personally, again, this may be going against the grain a little bit. I would love the Nuggets to be down in reverse moon landing. I think the Nuggets are going to take a huge dip this year. Massive dip. I don't know if I'm going to sit here with the camera on me and say they're going to be horrible, but I think they're going to take a huge dip. I mean,
so you're not like me on the Bucks kind of thing.
It's legitimately exactly what you are with the Bucks is me with the Nuggets. I mean, I'm not saying
so like you're thinking like 5-6 seed.
I don't know. I mean, it could even. I'm not going to get on here and say that I think they're going to be a play-in team, but like I really, really dislike the way that they're currently put together. They're aging poorly, in my personal opinion. I think Michael Porter Jr. is going to be great. Jokic is going to be solid as usual. Jamal Murray, I think, is going to be on a steep decline here in these next couple of years. Again, could be totally wrong, but it's okay. I also would love to move the Grizzlies up to Kahoot.
Okay.
I'd love to move the Grizzlies up to Kahoot. And this is coming from a certified Grizzlies hater. I was hating on the Grizzlies last year as well. I'm very interested with the Edey stuff. I'm very interested with the Ja stuff. Those are kind of the questions for me that need to be answered. The main question, I guess, would be, is Ja going to be on the floor? But I'd like to move Denver down. I'd like to move Memphis up. And that's kind of where I'm sitting.
Yeah,
I mean,
Memphis is the second best team in the West.
Dude, I said this the other day. I don't know if I'm going to, again, huge reach saying that. But I really think Memphis is going to be a great regular season team. Are they going to make noise? I'm not. That I'm not confident saying. But I think they're going to be a tremendous – if they all play and they play the way I think they're going to play, I think they're going to be a tremendous regular season team.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
We said it last year, and then they didn't play. And now they're adding this guy, Edey, which is the Kahoot part of it, which is the question. So I don't know. People are saying he might be rookie of the year. People are saying he might be a bust. He looks great in the preseason. Ja looks unbelievably bouncy. Looks like he never got hurt in the first place. I don't know. A lot of questions. That's why I'd like to move him up.
All right, Slim. One move.
Shout out to Maddie and the council. You know how it goes. Beautiful tiers, difficult moves every time. But for me, I think I may move the Dallas Mavericks to hate it. I'm just not convinced that they can make what they did happen this year again, what they did last year, talking about making it to the finals. I think that run, they just so happened to slip past Minnesota. I think Luka having a little bit more experience kind of took them to that next level. Having Kyrie also with the championship, a little bit more veteranship. But I don't think that that's going to be enough to save you this season with the competition that's in the West. I think that the Rockets really may surprise you. I think I could move the Rockets up to Kahoot as well, just because
that's steep, but
that's I love it though.
There, just in regards to questions, you know, I think that you have a well-rounded roster. Go check out our futures video as well. But Maddie said that Ime Udoka could, you know, possibly be a coach of the year. That's something to look out for. But with a great coach and guys that you're invested in, Jalen Green just got his extension today. I think 150. Did he get 150? I know Jalen Johnson just got
really interesting deal. Really interesting deal.
You know,
it was 2 years and a player option. Really cool stuff. It's like a weird rookie extension. But yeah, continue.
And so same thing with Şengün. I saw Şengün got the extension today as well. I think that having those guys in the Western Conference, a young squad looking to make moves upward, there are a lot of questions, but I think that they definitely have what it takes to make a surprise playoff appearance. And also that could, you know, put the Dallas Mavericks on a little bit of hiatus, so to speak. I think that last year we saw the frustration with Klay Thompson, and I don't know if that was just with Klay being a part of the Warriors organization and wanting to win. That could maybe just be a Klay thing. And so I'm not solidified with Dallas making any noise this season, but we'll be on the lookout. But that's my move. I'm moving Dallas to hate.
It's 150 over 5 for Suggs.
Wow.
30 a year. All right, that's not terrible. All right, I'll take that. But that's it for Tiers Week 1. Leave your moves in the comments, folks, as always. And if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments.
We're so back.
We're about to tomorrow. Our video will be a top 50 players ranking, so go check that one out. And peace.